Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to attempt to recreate these nails by the Nail Vibes. So many of you sent me these nails and asked me to recreate them, so I reached out to her and she said it was fine if I did a video recreating them. This is probably the most beautiful design I've ever seen, so I'm super excited to try them out for myself. Of course, hers is the original and it's going to be much better than mine is, so I'm going to link her Instagram and her proper tutorial for these nails down below. Do go make sure to check her out. I always want to be creating videos that you guys want me to do, so if you do want me to do a certain set of nails, DM me, tag me and things. That's how I get a lot of these ideas. So without further ado, let's get started. Hers were sculpted, but I am not that talented. So I'm gonna be using these tips and I'm going to be doubling them up. So basically I'll be stacking them like so. So first and foremost, I'm going to rough up my nails. Then I'm going to use this dehydrator from Nail Couture. I like the brand and stuff from Nail Couture, but I don't think that the owner likes me anymore, but it's okay. So now let's move on to the tips. So I'm going to just basically glue one down and then I'll glue another on top of that one towards the end. I like these tips because they're actually pretty pinched, so they don't look like regular like flat square tips. They almost look like they are sculpted and they go straight out just like as if they were sculpted as well. So then I'm gonna grab the same size tip and I'm gonna put a bit down here, a little bit up more than I would if I was putting on my nail. Then I'm gonna sort of squeeze that together and I put it on ever so slightly, a tiny bit crooked, but that's okay. I'll just shape that out. But yeah, then we have a super long nail and tip. So let's do the others. I need to use these tips more often. I actually really like them. Here's this super long one. Okay, so here are my double tipped nails. You know, I actually haven't had nails on in almost 2 weeks, so this is definitely going to be an adjustment again. What I'm going to do though is just file up the sides and mesh these two tips together a little bit. So when I read how she did these nails, she said that she tinted her monomer instead of just like having colored acrylics. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pour a little bit of monomer in each one of these. This one's going to be my regular. And then I watched Neo Nails do this once, and you basically just pour a little bit of your gel polish in your monomer. And then give it a good mix. And you have your tinted monomer. So hopefully I put enough. I'm gonna pour this purple into this one now. It'll be hard to judge on this one a little bit since it's already purple, but hopefully it's enough to do something. All right, so I am doing my opposite hand today. I am right-handed, so I'm gonna be working with my left, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit today. So I'm gonna just put all of these three right here. This is going to be the regular one. And then for acrylic, I'm gonna be using this Long Hair Pretty Nails clear acrylic. Gotta support my fellow YouTube creators. And then I also have this white from her as well that I will also use a little bit of. I have some gold foil as well, and also I have these little sparkly flakes that aren't quite exactly that she used, but I think they are close enough. So I'm going to put on my primer. This is the Ombre primer. Just get that all over the actual nail. Okay, so really quickly, I did this one off camera so I don't waste a ton of time trying to troubleshoot all of this with you guys. But basically I ended up having to put a ton more of gel polish in my monomers, like a lot of gel polish. So, and it's still only showing up like this. So I don't know if it's my gel polish or what, but it's gonna just be really light. But yeah, that's how this first one looks. I do wish that they were darker, but I guess they still look really pretty pastel. And apparently gold foil only wants to stick to everything except acrylic. So that's fun. But now I will do the rest of them with you guys. So let's start out with this green. You gotta really like stir it every single time you use it because it does sort of settle. And then I'm gonna pick up some of this clear. I am using a candy coat brush, by the way. Sort of just putting this base layer down and smoothing it out a little bit. I have not done acrylic in what seems like forever. Okay, so I got just that base layer down really quick. I like to do just a really quick base layer so it's on my actual nail and I can't mess it up and flood my cuticle too much. So I'm gonna put another quick little layer of that green on and sort of ombre that down. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so that I hopefully am in focus no matter where I keep putting my hand. Then I'm gonna dip into my regular monomer and I'm gonna grab tiny bit of this white over here, not much, just a tiny bit, and I want to sort of ombre that ish. Okay, so then I'm gonna dip into this purple and I'm gonna put purple towards the end. You know, sometimes even though this is my opposite hand, I almost feel like this hand ends up cleaner than when I do my other one, just because with this one I am like 3 times as careful. And then I'm gonna just try to mesh the purple into the white and the green. And then now that I'm pretty much happy with the colors, I don't want it to be too much darker than this one right here. I'm going to just grab just like 1 or 2 of these little crystals here. They reflect like a purple and like a yellow almost, which will probably work super well on this green, but I don't want a ton of them. Picking up just like 1 or 2 is hard. And then I have a tiny bit of this gold that I'm just going to sort of try to put in some random places here. There we go. And now I'm gonna put a clear on top. That way I don't cover up because I accidentally put a green over on my pinky on top of the gold, and I thought that it was going to be sort of like jelly-like and still be able to see through, but it wasn't. It's pretty opaque. So you have to make sure to encapsulate it with clear. Obviously this is looking a little flared out, but I'll fix that once I file. I just didn't want to file the tips too hard on my actual nail because I didn't want it to like pop off while I'm trying to file them. So here this nail is. I'll give you guys a little close up. Definitely not looking as good as hers, but I did not think I was going to get anywhere close to hers. But you know, for me, I think this is not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna start with purple on this one. So I'm gonna do a little bit of white, not much, just enough to give it that slightly clouded effect right there. And then I'm gonna go down with the green at the end. Also, shout out to Sparkle & Co. for this mat. I opened up a package from them the other day and this mat was in there and I was so excited because one of you actually mentioned to me that that's what I should do with my backgrounds. I'm not saying I'll use this mat every single time, but it's really nice, it's washable, and it will be super easy. If I don't have like a certain background I want for something, I can just use this. Okay, and then I'm gonna try to put some of this gold foil on, like it's streaking through, if I can. There we go. And just a couple of those little shiny pieces of, I don't know if they're plastic or what, definitely not glitter. Then I'm just clear capping that. Okay, so here's this one done. We just got 2 more. I do really like this technique. It is like working with a custom, I guess, acrylic color. My only thing is I feel like I'd be really wasting a lot of monomer by doing this, because I guess, I don't know if you could save it super well since it's mixed with like the gel polish. That would definitely have to be something I'd have to either like try or look into. But like usually once you pour out the monomer, you know, you don't really keep it that long, for me anyway, since I just do little bits in the dish. This one is looking like white for sure. I definitely did not file it enough. These tips can be so finicky though, because they are like pinched. Sometimes they don't really fit your nail that well if your nails are really, really flat. So I try not to mess with them like too much. Okay, time for this gold foil again. Literally sticks to everything except the one time you want it to. The gold foil is like literally just like clumping up into a ball. All right, well, you know what? That's what's gonna happen then. I'm pretty sure these are just coming out like green to purple ombre nails. Not quite as crystal looking like hers, of course. I hope one day I'm able to get to that level. Obviously, that's like way more practice and talent. But, you know, there's still lots of time left to learn. When you ask me how I got good at doing something like nails, which I don't think I'm really good, all you can do is just try to like practice and learn new techniques and clean up your skill, which I always try to do. Oh, I know what I missed. I didn't do like the white on this one. I was like, why doesn't this one look like the others? Okay, ta-da. So I have all of these done pretty much. So now it is going to be time to file. These look not nearly as good as hers. I would say hers is a 10 and mine is a 3.5 for sure. So let's get on to filing. I think I'm gonna pretty much try to hand file these. They are too thick and I don't think they'll need a lot of e-filing. I might use an e-file around the cuticle, but other than that, I think I'm gonna stick with hand filing. So I got all the dust off and now I'm gonna put my top coat on. I'm just going to use this McCart top coat. Hope this really makes it pop. I also brought out my trusty little lamp. These turned out a lot more sheer than I thought they would. Like you can almost see where the tip is doubled in some parts. I did not think they were going to be nearly this sheer, which it's fine. Just more like a really light pastel version. Okay, so here they are. I actually love them so much. Turned out way better than I thought I was going to be able to do. Obviously not nearly as good as hers, but I did try my best and I think I got there almost. Mine's like a knockoff version of hers, like expectations and reality. So let me just put on some cuticle oil really quick. I have like little bits of acrylic stuck to my fingers since I'm not perfect at it yet and it gets a little watery. Here are the finished nails. I actually like the square shape. I don't know why I used to dislike it so much. I think because when I used to get my nails done and they did them square, they would flare out so much. Let me know if you guys want me to recreate a set from when I used to get them done, but like in a salon. So that's all I have for you guys today. And again, a shout out to the Nail Vibes. She does such amazing work. I am so excited to have this set on that kind of looks like hers. It's probably one of the better sets I've done, I would say. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a like. It helps me out a ton and I really appreciate it. And so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!